Meet Laurence Gibbons. He's one of Shropshire's brightest stars in the world of magic, and it's not all about nailing bits of metal up his nose. The 24-year-old from Shrewsbury has been holding magic shows all across the county for nearly 10 years, but there's one question that everybody asks. That's right, does it hurt?
Well, yeah, it is kind of safe. I mean, it's not something I'd recommend, definitely, because it does limit breathing in the nostril, and it's never a good thing to put anything up your nose. But people maybe feel, oh, you're going to hammer it into your brain or something like that. That's just not medically possible to do that. If you study the human skull, it's quite easy to kind of work out how it's done. And although it's quite a tough thing to do, and it's not enjoyable at all.
Laurence, who is a student at the University of Southampton, regularly performs with his brother Ed as part of a Cain and Abel double act. They've even appeared at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival with a mix of magic tricks and comedy.
I had a kidney problem, a blockage in the tube from the kidney to the bladder. Quick operation with that, and I was then in bed, bedbound, nothing to do. My grandfather was a magician, and I'd never really taken much interest in it. Until he came around one day with a book and a packet of cards and said, do you want to learn how to do a trick? I did. Then I learned how to do a few more, showed my brother, he was impressed. He decided to take up magic as well, and we often performed together as Cain and Abel. And then I went back to school, showed some people tricks, they were impressed, they liked it, and slowly people started saying, oh, do you want to do a show here? My mum runs a nursery, so I ended up doing sort of 30 kids' birthday parties in a year, and then moved on to, weddings, fetes, festivals, restaurants, and then sort of comedy gigs and stuff like that, and then that's how it progressed.
Even if nailing bits of metal up his nose doesn't provide a career, Laurence will be looking to break into the media and, who knows, even get his own show. But there's one message he wants to get across. Whatever you do, don't try this at home.
No, absolutely not. It's something that I simply did because after about 8 years doing magic and escapology and various things like that, and I performed sort of with a small circus and a touring sort of company of street performers, and we were going to the same towns and cities every year, and we couldn't go and do the same tricks. And it's something that people I think there's a lot of things I do which take a lot more skill, but that people stop and think, oh my God, is he actually doing that? And then they think, that's not a trick, he's just actually doing it. And it's quite intriguing for people. So it's a good thing to do when you're trying to grab an audience and keep them in. So that's why I do it, but I recommend starting with the cards and sticking with more rudimentary tricks.
For now, Laurence is happy performing on the local circuit, but watch out, tricks like these could be coming to a screen near you.
And progressing on that, this handkerchief into a beautiful red rose.